My son was diagnosed with Body Dysmorphic Disorder in August of 2009. Prior to that, his senior year, his personality changed completely. He had been just a really happy-go-lucky, we used to say never have an ulcer, because he didn't take life that seriously. And then there was a complete change in his personality his senior year. And we noticed it at home, and by October we were having meetings with the staff at the high school. And the goal was just to get him his high school diploma, because he couldn't get to school on time. He was angry. It was totally out of character for him. And we had no idea what was going on. Around December of that year, he came to us and he said that he hated his ears. He really hated his ears. Well, that summer before his senior year, he had started wearing beanies. And it's 115 degrees in California, and he's wearing a beanie. And then as the year went on, he would put headphones over the beanie. Okay, now he's a teenage boy, and his siblings are telling him he's just like, dude, you're losing it, all right? And we really had no idea what was going on. I didn't know that BDD was even a thing. And so he wanted surgery, he begged us for surgery, and I made the agreement that once he got his diploma, if he still wanted autoplasty, which is his ears pinned back, that we would do that for him. So he made it through high school, got his diploma, and he made an appointment with the first surgeon he could find. I was certain that they weren't going to do surgery because we couldn't see it. The family, no one in the family could see what was going on with him. And so, but he made the appointment, and that surgeon did the surgery. And everything was great until the bandages came off. And then he was angry, he hated his ears. He started Googling autoplasty revision because he needed more surgery. And it went on and on and on. I would have to go hide in my car in the garage so that he couldn't find me, to ask me about it, to tell me that he found a surgeon who could do it. He could give you the name of every surgeon who does autoplasty revision in the entire world, because he was just so insistent that that was going to be the answer to everything, because the last plastic surgeon messed it up. And of course, I wasn't going to pay for that, and he didn't have the money, and it just became more and more. He became more and more obsessed with it, and I was at a loss, and his siblings are at a loss because he's in the shower he's in the bathroom for an hour, running the shower, but when he came out, he wasn't wet. So he was in the bathroom checking out his ears, checking out of his appearance. And when one of his siblings would knock on the door or pound on the door because he'd been there long enough, then he would come out and he'd be angry, and then they'd use it, and as soon as they came out, he went back in. So I really couldn't figure out what was going on, but he came to me and he said, I have to have autoplasty revision. He was adamant, and I told him, Eric, if you do anything more to your ears, they're going to look like Michael Jackson's nose. And when I said that, I remember having heard something about a disorder that perhaps Michael Jackson had. So I Googled Michael Jackson, I Googled disorder, Body Dysmorphic Disorder came up, I printed it, I showed it to my husband. I said, this is what he has.